name is Györgyi Szakmár. I'm very happy to be here with you today. So I am in the gaming industry, 25 years now.
Okay.
I was there, well, maybe not at the dawn, but in the morning, definitely, of this industry. When I started, most of the professionals in this field was kind of self-educated. The programmers, the audio designers, the graphic designers all learned in some way themselves in the garage how to do games, how to develop from scratch something new. So I started in a few Hungarian game developer companies, and then I moved into Denmark. I was working on very popular titles like Hitman, which was a really big hit at that time. And I mean, still a big hit. I don't want to offend the old board man because he's just coming behind me. And I was working on a lot of mobile games, and my focus was turned towards educational gaming 6 years ago, and I started to work on merging education with entertainment with my startup, and this is also the thing what I'm doing at LMDDC, finding the bridge between the fun part and the even more fun. So I think the most important thing in the gaming industry, and it should be in the educational field also, that following the technology and using the new technologies to actually evolve the field. In the gaming, it's quite natural. Gaming was always a pioneer in every kind of new technologies. In the gaming industry, you always find a way to I don't know, fill the holes on your knowledge and your expertise. And these, for a while now, is AI. When you are a one-man show, you have to find a way to do, if you are a graphic designer, the coding, if you are a coder, then the graphic design. And for a while, that was using other people's art or using game engines, where majority of the workflow was already kind of done, or using sandbox developing tools. Now with the AI, you can really do something unique, something extraordinary by yourself, even if the expertise are not really there on the field. So when the AI first, the generative AI first started to become common knowledge, something what everybody is using, the very first use cases was also in the gaming industry. The thing is that, of course, it generated a big scare in the industry, because everybody was afraid that they are going to lose their job, they are going to have to change the way they've been working. And I think they are right. I think that losing your job because AI is able to do what you are doing even better, if it's not the case today, it will be tomorrow. It is not an if. It is a when. It's going to happen. It's happening day after day. I spent a good amount of time experimenting with AI. We researched deeply the different kind of use cases for the generative AIs. And the fact is that they are able to do any advanced designer or programmer's job, maybe up to 80%. it is a very, very unique situation. I think that the moment when automation appeared in the factories, and people have been afraid that they are losing their job over the machines, I think this is the most similar time compared to that time. I think that we are living in a there is a Chinese curse saying, I wish you to live in interesting times. This is it. We are living in a very, very interesting time. And I think the meaning behind this saying is that when something huge appears, you don't know which part of your life is going to affect. Usually when this kind of stuff happening, the first is everybody is all in, and yes, it's gonna be amazing, I can do without help everything, that will be just so cool. Then of course scare appear that, well, but this is including what I'm doing. Okay, what next? What can I do? And some decision makers start to draw the boundaries, start to work on the regulations, and then somehow this whole thing going to find its place. But while the automation in the factories took years and years and years, giving time people to change their career path, change the way, learn how to actually work with the machines, how to use them for serving their own their purposes. With AI, it is 10 million times faster. It is day after day, everything is changing. So many people in the industry now really don't know what can they do, because it is not enough to change slightly what you are doing. It's not enough to, I don't know, I was working as a modeler. The first modeling tools, AI tools, are already out, basically using picture to 3D model. There are, they are not that good yet, but they didn't existed half a year ago. So they are much better than a year ago or so. So, so what's happening is that changing your entire life, something what you spent decades to practice to perfection, it is not easy, and it is a reality that a whole industry, not just the gaming industry, but the whole creative industry is facing right now. I think that I'm in a very lucky situation. Um, LMDDC, the company I'm working right now, it is a experimental company. We are playing with AI, we are working with AI, we are using the power of AI, and since we are a very small organization, it is basically extending our possibilities, extending our reach. So in our case, it's not really a risk, more like a very, very useful tool. What in that case, in my career, it has huge benefits. It's a lot of help, a lot of support. What I see through my network, through my personal, what I see in the life of my friends. This is what I was talking about. I think that this what we used to say about technology, that adopt or leave, use it or just change your path. In this case, I think it is something that is really hard to do, because the amount of people needed after AI on full power, I think maybe 5% of the current creative business. So back to personal, I actually amazed by the capabilities of AI. I see very clearly the limitations, but I see very, very clearly also how it is getting overcome those limitations. And the progress is extremely fast. So if you draw the line and look to the direction where we are going, we are living in interesting times. Again, the people, so I have the luxury that I am surrounded with people at home and work and my broader friend and family who are never questioned my capability in case of technology. I think so. I coming from a family of very, very powerful women. It was never ever questioned that if there is a heavy bag, if there is a hard work, that you are able to do or not. We have engineers in the family. We always been empowered that whatever is interesting for you, just do it. I think that the most time when I faced with that extra line of explanation, just that let me tell you the truth. That was most of the time coming from people with really small amount of knowledge on the topic. Whoever learned how to interact with that complicated and at the same time that simple technology, AI is, they are never going to feel like that they have to school you because they know how less they are knowing, and they know that how much knowledge is there, but you have to reach out, what you have to go for, what you have to learn. It doesn't matter that these kind of barriers, these kind of thoughts that you have less opportunity, less understanding than anybody else just because you are a woman, it is always coming from people with questionable knowledge, questionable understanding on the world. So when my daughters, I have two daughters actually, 14 and 18. So when they are thinking about what they would like to do in their future, the most important thing for them to understand that there are no limits for them. Whatever they want to reach and achieve, if they put the work and the effort and the want in it, they will. They will become scientists if they want. And of course, they can be just moms with a perfect understanding on AI. This is their choice and they can do whatever they want. There is no one who can stop them if they decide to do it. And when those conversations are coming up with the stupid classmates or stupid people around, they can just smile. They can just smile and understand that how this conversation is coming from the point of weakness. daughter started in a lycée where a few years before it was a full female lycée. The last class was still full women. And when she got there, they separated the class into girls and boys on two fields. So the sport was separated for girls and boys, and the math. And I asked the teacher that, okay, but why are you separating the girls and the boys? And I was already offended. So I was just, come on, what are you talking about? Why do you put them into two different classes? And she said that because the girls are much stronger. She said that if the boys are in the class, with they goofing around, having comment on everything, they are actually lowering the performance of the girls. And they found when the first integrated classes appeared that actually the performance of those girls together with the boys was worse than the full girl classes before. So they did the thing what in the educational system most of the time happening, not looking around the target and start thinking that, okay, what could be the problem, how it could affect on other topics, but just did the cut and okay, so it was working before better, so I just cut them into two. This is something what we are doing unrecognized. If there is a question of, if there is a mathematical question, everybody is turning to the dad. Everybody is turning to the guy in the room. It doesn't matter that you probably had the much better grades. You understand everything. You have a really good brain for math, physics, science. It doesn't matter because the authority in the room is always going to be a male on these topics. And this is also happening in the classroom. So when is a complicated question appearing, people are turning into the boys. When I was going, when my math teacher gave us a really, really complicated math problem, I spent half of the night awake thinking because I knew that I have the answer, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And then I got the answer. I told it to the teacher. I was the only one in a 32 kid class who knew the answer. And the teacher answer was, I don't care about your father's knowledge. And this is it. This is how, and don't think that this is a 40 years old problem. This is today's problem. This is what is happening. Science, mathematics, IT, it is the boys' world. And if you are losing time on this field because of giving birth and stuff like that, then you are out. You are out because you cannot keep up with the field evolving so fast. So it's extremely challenging. Education has a lot of things to do with it. But I believe that if you are bringing from home or from your surrounding the belief that I can do whatever, you can really get over or step over of this. It's going to bother you, it's going to piss you off, but you can achieve anything.
Okay.
There's just only one, curiosity, nothing else. If you are curious, if you are nosy, if you are going after a thought, if you are researching, now you have everything on earth to achieve anything. You have the internet. You can basically find anything and even more there. If you have have a little knowledge bit to start with, you have the chance to learn anything. This is it, curiosity. Just go for it. Just dig it out. Just research it. This is it. I don't compete ever on any of these fields or any fields. This is collaboration, cooperation, and this is the way of working together as a community, as a society. Be prepared to be outdated at the moment when you started. I think this is the most important thing, that it is not something what you achieve, not something what you learn, not something what you get done. Because every single moment, thousands and thousands of people working on the next development of the AI, and millions and millions and millions of people teaching the already existing AIs, which means that the current snapshot, what you know, is not even close to the knowledge what will be 1 minute later, 1 day later, 1 month later. So if you decide that you go on this field, then prepare that you are going to learn lifelong. And just one more thing. I was telling my father in the car that, oh, come on, I have to make a presentation about something I have no clue about. I never ever touched it. I never ever heard about it. And no, they just gave me this task and I have to do this presentation. And it's really, come on, I'm so scared. It's so bad. And he said that, isn't that exciting? It's a whole new field you don't know anything about. Go on a journey. Let's research it, let's see it. It's super exciting. And AI is that. It's an empty room and you can just go on a huge journey and find your own way. And it's a non-stop journey.